Put W in front of this is wanker.
Yo! What's that? Welcome back to The Unlucky Specialists.
Sup?
This is Intellectual Magic Part 5.
No, 7.
Episode 5. No, it's 6.
7?
No, we're 6.
We're 7.
I'm going to go on YouTube right now and I'm going to prove both of us wrong. It's 6.
It's not 7. It's gotta be 7.
No, it's not. Because 5 was last week.
Is it though?
I'm on the wrong fucking thing. I'm on my own profile.
No.
Somehow I gained 5 subscribers on my own channel.
It's because I put you in.
Why don't I get notifications about this?
No, I don't either. It's really irritating. I don't get notified when I get a comment. Not that I get comments, but.
Episode 5. We're episode
Welcome back
6.
to episode 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is so fucking sore. It only happened now.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about it.
You're a really good friend, aren't you?
The best.
Yeah, clearly. So yeah, anything new?
Fudge now.
Oh, cool. That's it. Thanks very much for watching.
Like on the scrap. Went to Cairn yesterday in the fine weather.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
That was good.
That your first time ever down there?
No, I was down there years ago with the Scouts. But like it was my first time on the pier being cool.
With the boys. They're like 8 years younger than you.
7.
Yeah. Not too bad then.
No. It was good fun. There was lots of people down there. Loads of dubs.
Oh yeah.
And
they flock down there.
They do. But it really bugged me, man, because like you're trying to be like, obviously you've done it before, haven't you? Like from the pier in.
Mm-hmm.
And like
years ago now.
Yeah, but like the same principle applies. So like basically if you don't know, there's a pier, right? And like you go up on this big ass wall. It's not even that big a wall, like, and you jump from here into the water. So it's about, how high is it? About 8 foot? 10 foot from the high
about 10
wall.
feet, yeah.
Right, so you jump at about 10 feet.
It's not that big? It's not that small?
No, like it's
nice, comfortable
jump. So basically what you're like...
Nice and deep there with the water.
Yeah, you hit the bottom of it though. But like... Yeah, so people were just, in a line and jumping and swimming around and jumping, and it was good fun. So I ran anyway after I stopped being a little bitch about it and like full on took a big leap instead of just going right by the wall like
you did in Assassin's Creed, like.
Yeah, and everything. So I get up and like the whole thing is like you try to get up and back into the wall as quick as you can, so like the next person can jump out without killing 2 people. So I'm like 1, 2, and then something just tells me to stop for a second. So I did. I shit you not. This little kid landed here from my face. Here from my face. I was like, holy fuck. Literally nearly landed on my head. Like, I have a thick skull now. I probably would have killed him. I would have been alright. Like, but
more likely, yeah.
Holy shit. A little bit of poo came out. I'm not gonna lie.
Just right after he surfaced back up, all you see is a little boop.
Yeah. But no, it was good fun. That was not even scary. Just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Watch where you're going, like, yeah. It's good crack though.
Yeah. I haven't been down there since I was in 6th year. Or I was just going in 6th year. It was the August before I started 6th year.
Oh, that's where you do your fucking metal
leader training. Yeah. 2 days worth. 1 night, 2 days. You stay down there. That was good fun actually. I really enjoyed that.
I don't know. I wasn't exactly a model student.
I wouldn't have been a model student. It was good experience to have on a CV, I thought, and I enjoyed it. But there was about 6 or 8 different schools on our trip, and then there was another day, like there was another group like within the same week or something that came just after or before us, and it was about another 6 or 8 schools, and it was cool because there was one other town school, it was Loretto. So like with CBS boys, then like Loretto girls, then there was like another mix of a couple of different schools. I think Go Council was one of them. They were a good crack actually, those lads, because they were mixed as well. So there was a couple of lads there, and some of them I'd still chat away to if I saw them. Do you know, even though that was the first and really only time I've ever really hung out with them. Yeah. But like if I saw them, I'd be like, oh, Key, how you getting on? Or
friends.
Yeah, basically like metal leader friends. But it was a good crack now. We did kayaking and all as well.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Because you know where the pier is? Like you're going out this way to the pier. If you go before the pier, there's a little gap and then there's like a shitload of like massive rocks and stuff, and you have to go out to the water that way. We went out kayaking from there, out around.
Yeah, into the beach.
It was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that great weather. It was just
good crack.
really good crack.
Yeah.
Because all of us were in the water.
Because we went down and it was good fun and all, but I didn't know what to expect. I didn't even know where it was. I know where Cairn Beach is. I didn't know where the pier was. Found it's right beside the fucking beach, like. But that was my
Here's
whole,
the beach. Here's
that was my whole thing. I was like, I know how to get to Cairn. I know how to get to the beach. I'm sure I'll fucking find it. It's not going to be that difficult. Like, yeah, so it was grand. It was good fun though.
Many years down there?
3 of us, and I'd say there was the bones of 20 to 30 people in general doing the jump.
Yeah, but there was 3 of you that knew each other. It was you, Callum, and his friend. Was it?
Aaron, yeah. Fucking little daredevil though, doing front flips and all. He was killing it. Yeah, before we went, he goes, I'm going to do one more front flip. So we were like, go on, and he started sprinting down the plank, like, you know. And he kind of jumped and started flipping. We were like, do a backflip, and he went, whoop, whoop, and like that's what he was doing. So he ended up kind of like running, and like he was like kind of half bent over to flip, and then freaked out and ended up just kind of going sideways into the water. It was so funny, just kind of
proper smashed into it, like it's
well, the way he fell was really funny. It was really like ragdoll physics in games. His foot hit the water first, which broke the fucking like the side of his foot, like so he was sideways like a fish, and he like this kind of his leg and his shins broke the fucking the water for him, and then he just kind of like flopped into it. Funny though, it was really funny. Like it's good crack actually, and it was nice because it wasn't really warm yesterday, but it was still fairly warm. Because as you guys know on the podcast, we've been having some fantastic weather here in Ireland, so keep up the global warming and forget what everyone else says about
keep
it.
burning them tires.
Talking to you, Springfield.
Thank you. You got that reference. Yeah, I've only been down to Ballyhealy since the good weather. See, because normally when I'm off, you're working. Yeah. So we don't get a chance to go to the beach, and any other friends I have don't live in the county. Yeah. So even if they're like not, and they're always off weekends as well, so I never get to hang out with anyone.
You'll be a teacher soon, though. Killing it.
Another bit to go, but I'm on the way.
Killing it.
Fuck. Get out of fucking retail.
Yeah.
Never work retail if you can avoid it.
Oh, fucking Fortnite's Battle Pass Season 5 came out today.
Did you?
Time travel is the whole theme.
Jesus Christ.
The missile launched and all.
Yeah. I'm not really invested in Fortnite anymore.
I was playing it last night. I
haven't
really
been playing games in ages.
I was playing it last night. I had good fun.
I'm starting to try to read a bit more. And
I'm going to just wrap the 5 brain cells that I have left away. Focus. Gone this far, might as well go the whole hog, like.
Oh yeah, might as well. Sure, what do you need it for?
Fuck all, really.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because I'm eventually going back to college, and I need to get some form of a memory back into me, and I feel like reading is a good way to get my attention span back up. Because if I can sit down even for 20 minutes or half an hour and read a bit a day, like it's something. You know, like, because normally when I'm finished in the gym, it's about lunchtime, so I have a couple of hours before work, so I'll get food, then I'll get a coffee, sit down somewhere and do a bit of reading before kind of pottering around, and then go up to work. So I have time to kill, so I said I'm
try to use it properly, like, exactly.
I finished the book the other day that I bought, Japanisme. I don't know what way it pronounces, Japonisme. And it's basically
good. It's actually sitting behind the camera and tripod here. I just want to point this out to the audience. And he was telling me about it before we started the podcast. But I was just checking the spelling of it, and he got it bang on.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you read, people.
Yeah.
Don't burn those books, just those tires.
But no, it's interesting because it's the author's half Japanese and half English, and she's talking about her Japanese upbringing, because for a lot of the time she lived in England, or she lived in New York for a good few years as well, but every summer when she was growing up, she'd go over to Japan to see her family over there, and it was all about like the customs that they had and traditions and their culture and food and their way of life and all. And it was interesting. Like, I thought she's basically, the book is about adopting Japanese like certain aspects of Japanese life and culture, to apply to your everyday life that you can just just makes things a bit easier. One of the main issues in it,
basically, one of the topics is samurai, like your whole life would be so much better if you're a fucking samurai.
Yeah, make sure you get that suit of armor on you ASAP, like. Yeah, but no, it's mainly about learning to look after yourself first, then you look after family, then friends, and learn how to take your professional life away from your personal life. But also, because one of the aspects is wabi-sabi, I think is how you pronounce it.
Wasabi.
It's basically about the contrasts in life, and it's all about like you generally keep your work life separate from your personal life, but you said there's no harm in intermingling them every now and again.
Yeah.
So like a big thing over in Japan culturally is karaoke nights, and a lot of them are like work nights out.
Yeah.
So like you'd finish working in an office, you might like even people that you wouldn't necessarily get on with when you're working, you all go to a bar, have a few drinks. People get up and sing karaoke and all that.
Just go crack lips.
People get to unwind and you get to see people in a different light. No. Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
The whole shebang, like
staple of life, like
yeah.
But it was an interesting read. I enjoyed it now.
It sounds like it's just a glorified book about finding inner peace.
Kind of, but not in a hoity-toity like fucking
I am above you, like
it's all about
like just changing your lifestyle to make it better.
It's all about you live a hectic life. Learn how to like stop, appreciate the small things.
Stop to smell the roses, like
basically. Like essentially, that's what it's about. But it's like because statistically, Japanese people live longer.
Do they actually?
Yeah, I think statistically, she has a couple of references in it, and like there's links to websites and all.
I'll give it a gander.
Yeah, I strongly suggest you.
Yeah, so I stumbled across. I love YouTube. I love YouTube.
Right, to go from like reading, expand your mind on just watching content all day.
But I don't watch much TV anymore because all the shows on TV are fairly shit.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah,
but like
Netflix
I find
is the way to go if you're watching
yeah,
TV
no,
shows.
100%. But I find that now I will sit down and watch hours of during the course of the day. No, not all in one fucking sitting, but you'd watch a couple of hours worth of all different content and all, and especially on YouTube because it's whatever way their algorithm works. You were saying about it on the last podcast, I think.
Giving out about like things suggested to recommend.
Stuff, right? Yeah. So I found this thing at this page or channel, I should say page. Shut up, Brandon. And it's like the top 5 unknowns.
Fucking idiot! What am I standing on?
So this guy basically was like went to Reddit and got like 5 like stories that happened to people like in their life or whatever. So and like some of them are like horrifying, and just some of them are just plain strange and stuff. So I was telling Callum about it, like, and I said I was not obsessed, but I watched loads of these videos because they were so fucking intriguing. Like, I'm into all that. I love horror movies and all anyway. Like, so Callum's like, if you like that, look up this guy. His name is Mr. Nightmare, right? And I was like, first of all, cool fucking name. Second of all, his channel picture is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's like a demonic grin and eyes with a top hat dripping into a martini glass, black and white. It's cool as fuck, right? So just before I went down to collect you today, how cool is that?
It's very cool.
Yeah. So
holy shit, 3.5 million subscribers.
Yeah,
and he has 150 videos.
Yeah, and his videos hit the millions, 4.5, 5 million views. Like, but basically, I was watching one of them.
Now there's some here that are getting really low views.
Yeah, some of them get loads. When I watched
one, I made one here and it's 4.6 thousand. That's all. But that was 6 months ago.
I watched one today before I went down to collect you, and it was like 3 horror stories from college or something along those lines, right? So basically what happened was this guy was talking about it, and now I don't know where to get the stories, and I don't know if they're true, but like if it's true, like they always say, like the other channel, and
but I just want to interject there, you keep on hitting your elbows off.
Yeah, sorry.
You're going to be hitting.
I know, yeah, it's bad. But so I don't know, like they generally state that these are allegedly true facts and stories and stuff. So this guy was saying he lives like in his dorm wherever he was living in America, he had like a private little corridor, like a 10-foot little corridor to his room, and he said he loved it because he had so much privacy, but like he wasn't so far out of the way where he couldn't interact with his housemates and stuff. So he said like one night he's chilling out in his room and he's just doing some homework, and he just hears this light kind of tapping on his door, but he's like listening to it, like going like, what the fuck is that? Because he couldn't pinpoint what it was. So eventually he copped on. So someone was like this on the door.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, come in. But the door was locked, right? So the person just went off, nothing happened again, so he didn't think anything of it. So this kind of went on a couple of nights in a row, and in the story, like, it progressively turned into a knock and everything. So one night they like knocked a couple of times, and instead of going come in, he went over and opened the door. But when he opened the door, there was no one outside the room. So he walked down his own little kind of private corridor to the main corridor in his campus living or whatever, and there was no one there. So he thought, this is really fucking weird. So a couple of nights more passed, same thing went on every night. Like, so he said one night he just waited by the door or something along those lines, right? And the knocking happened, and he put his hand on the door, and he looked outside, and there was no one there. But he sprinted up the fucking corridor, which was only about 10 feet long. Like, he launched up it and caught a person in a black hoodie or whatever going in, turning like in the main corridor, turning right or left or something into another corridor. So he hauled ass after the person because he's like full of confidence. He's seen the person go into a door, but it wasn't an escape or a fire escape or anything like that. It was a bathroom. So he goes into the bathroom, right? Turns on the lights, can't see anyone in there. So he's like, what the fuck? Like, so he's like, right, both the bathroom stall doors are closed. So he's like, in the story, he's like, so I got down on all fours and I looked under the stalls, and he said I saw two big heavy black builder boots, like, but they weren't attached to anyone. And he said next minute all he heard was like this really creepy giggle, right? But he was like, but it wasn't like a little girl giggle or a woman giggle. It was like a fucking deranged old man giggling to himself. So he was like, as soon as I heard that, whatever confidence I had left. And so like he hauled back ass to his room and fucking locked his door and stuff. But I watched loads of these videos, man. Some of them are fucking crazy what goes on. Like, some of them are fucking, and like there was another one and it was like on Instagram, and this girl just had her private or her profile like public. So like whatever your tags are, your public tags, people can find you that way and stuff. She said this guy started following her, and she didn't really think too much of it, but then he started commenting on all her pictures, telling her she was hot and this and that and all. And like it got to the point where he'd comment on every single post she put up. Like, so one day she put up a picture and he DM'd her instead, but he's in his 30s, like, right? And she was like, she didn't say her age, but I assume she was a younger girl, like, and everything. So he she kind of bluntly replied to him just to be nice or whatever, because she was like, fuck that, am I giving up a follower and a like or whatever. So she put up a post then of her and her sister outside the front of their house one day for some reason and everything. So her parents went out for dinner one night or something, she was going to a party, and she got out of the shower and she noticed this car, like where she said where they lived was like a one road street, like you couldn't fit two cars on the road really.
Yeah.
So like cars would be parked up on like the path, but you couldn't fit two cars driving side by side.
I know what you mean. Yeah, one have to.
Yeah. So she said like, and they were the last house there, and it was a dead end road, so she had to 3-point turn her car to go up the road to go out or whatever. So she was going to a party, so she looked out the window and there was this really weird car just parked beside the front of her house, but she heard it pull up, right? So she hears it park and the lights go off, but she can't see anyone in it, and she can only see so much of it because of a bush that's in her garden. So she was like in the nip or whatever, because she'd only got out of the shower or something. She gets ready, goes to this party, still keeping an eye on this car. Goes off, her sister's in the house like on her own, on her laptop. So she texts her sister and she's all like, I'm off now, see you later or whatever. So she goes off, locks the door and goes off to this party, and then like comes back a couple hours later and stuff, and the car's still there. So she gets this real eerie feeling. So she gets to the door and she drops her keys. So she said, fuck, am I picking up my keys? So she just rings the doorbell like 5 or 6 times, you know, because when you hear your doorbell go off loads, you're like, fuck, this is an emergency. Like, she thought her sister would have come down, and her sister didn't. So she got down on her hands and knees, which she didn't want to do because she thought someone was looking at her, like, and she opened the door And she was like, fuck. So she's like, the whole house was dark or something. And she had usually her sister to be up really late, like.
Yeah.
So she goes into her sister's room, but all the lights are off in the room. Right, and she like looks around her sister's room a little bit, and like she says that her sister's closet door is open like a couple of inches, like, and she sees her sister's face, and she like calls her, and the sister's like shh, and all she's shaking and stuff. So she pulls the sister out. The old creepy guy from Instagram fucking broke into their house when she was away and shit. Man, it was fucked up. Like I was like, holy shit! Like, imagine that. Like,
some people are just fucking
demented. Like, it's not fucking.
Like, literally, it's a sick obsession for people with certain, like, thinking that they're in love with these women.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
It's
Like, it's fucking weird. But then, like, that story's, like, kind of an example of, like, not even put your profile on private on Instagram. Like, I don't. I keep mine public because, you know, I don't really care that way.
Yeah.
But, like, don't post things that
stupid shit.
No, but, like, don't post, like, pictures of your house that make it distinctive enough that people can kind of nearly find where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like there are people that will go out of their way, like him, to find where that is. Yeah. Do you know?
Yeah.
And like it's a scary thing, like that. You know, because things are more open with the internet now. Yeah. That, like, people like that can do these things. Yeah. Do you know?
Makes
so
it kind of on them, like,
it does make you kind of, you know, sit back and go like, yeah, maybe I should have a bit more privacy in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%.
Like I was watching.
Imagine that though. You go off to a party, but like it was so innocent because like posting a post on Instagram is innocent.
Oh yeah.
It's like
for the most part.
Yeah. Like generally take a nice picture.
Yeah.
Like,
a young
nice
girl
on the gram, like
yeah.
you know. Post that shit.
Gonna get a few likes out of that, boom, done.
Yeah, right, and then you go off to a party and you come back and this creepy ass fucking stalker is standing in your sister's bedroom.
No, but like, just to continue, just to finish my point there, like, I was watching Leon Lush's second channel, Leon Lusher.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, were you watching that actually?
Yeah, his vlogs and all.
Yeah.
And the most recent one,
the third one, because he's like, he says his kid's name and then he bleeps it out and then he's like, oh fuck,
yeah, it was like,
I just recorded your fucking,
yeah, it was like, I have your reg on the thing now and it's blurred out, like, straight away. But obviously he's a lot bigger of a personality. Like, that channel is obviously smaller, but his main channel is big, so people can easily just go onto that one
considering he's like kind of promoting the two of them off of each other.
Yeah. And like, he's starting to grow a bit more, which I'm very happy about, because I only caught him at I think he was just under 200,000,
180 odd thousand when I started watching him,
something around that.
But off that either, like,
two of us are in there at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy for him. He's growing a bit more, and like, it's like nearly a run.
Did you buy any of his merch yet?
Yeah, I bought the Tomato Mafia Tommy Tomato t-shirt.
That's a lot of teas.
Sorry. It's Tommy the Tomato t-shirt.
Yeah.
Was for the Tomato Mafia.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
I understand the references, but it's just, it was
there was a lot of teas there.
That was
a lot of alliteration
there.
Yeah, I'm excited for that coming along now. It's I think it's getting shipped the end of this month. So it should be, because it's like, you know, he has to wait till a certain amount of people buy stuff so that he can afford to send them to Europe. Because it was the same with Cody's one. Worked out about €30-ish.
That's alright, actually.
With the shipping.
That's
so
okay.
It wasn't too bad.
And again, this is.
But I don't mind paying it because I really like Leon Lush.
Yeah,
I really like his
content. Him, like.
Yeah. And he's liked a couple of my comments, so I'm really happy with that.
Sad bastard.
Oh yeah. I like it though. But like, he even said it in one of his vlogs that was the running joke for a while, was that Leon will like every comment. I was like, now that his channel's starting to grow a bit more, he said he can't keep up with it. But he said, like, but that's when you subscribe to my second channel and I'll be able to like everything. And I literally went through all of them and he liked most of them. Like, it was funny.
You're one of the sad fuckers. It's like, oh, you didn't do it though. You said you were going to do it and you didn't do it.
No. I just like commenting on it. I like supporting him because, you know, it's literally just him.
Yeah, doing everything.
He's doing this.
I actually, you know what, right? Since I started my own channel, and not really the Unlucky Specialist, because with the Unlucky Specialist we kind of bounce off each other to do.
Oh yeah, well,
like, all the editing and
stuff.
stuff.
Like, yeah.
But like, since I started my own channel, like, I have a lot of respect for anyone who is able to grow their own channel
yeah.
and edit and do everything on their own back, like, you know, without lumping work on people, because I spent say about an hour and a half yesterday editing my newest video and then another half an hour today finishing it. So it's 2 hours of time to get this thing done. And I fucking export it in 20 minutes. I know that won't really bug people, but I was like, I put 2 hours into that, like, and 20 minutes it took to finish it, like, it was fucking, but anyway.
Some of mine take longer, it's really annoying.
Yeah, you shit internet though.
What?
Yeah.
But it's export?
Yeah, you've shit internet.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. What are we at? 25, 26, is it? Can you see that?
No. Sure, we might as well just leave it there. I think we've had a good bitching test.
Yeah.
Talking away.
Bye boy!
Thanks very much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. And we will be fucking number 7 next time.
That's what I said, number
Not
7.
6 or 5 or 20 or...
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Next one will be number 7.
Yeah. This chapter.
Fucking looter, man.
You're... Where are you?